Hello and welcome to your daily love message from your person. My name's Liz and this is Guided by Angels. And I'm going to bring in the Twin Flames and Separation Oracle today to bring in a message from them to you, to really get into the nitty gritty and the heart of what's on their mind, why they're feeling all this anger and all this frustration towards themselves and their life in general. And if you want to know why I'm bringing that up, if you check out the earlier reading I did today, especially if you've seen wasps, because it's a huge sign of what they are experiencing. So we're going to connect with this deck right now to bring in a message. And this is the deck that I nearly used earlier in the reading, but I was guided to some other decks. So I'm going to use this now. And if you would like a personal reading with me, you can reach out to me at guidedbyangelsxo@gmail.com. So thank you, angels. What do they want to say to you today? What do they want you to know? What are they struggling with? Why are they feeling anger and frustration? What do they want to apologise for or let you know they are thinking about? What's on their mind? This card jumped out. I feel I need to bring that one out first. So I feel they are the first amount of cards. I still feel there's more though. What else do they want to let you know? What else do they want to let you know? So this card jumped out. I'm going to do them in the order they're coming out here. So let's see what they want to say. This card just moved as well. So the first message they're saying to you is, I hope you can forgive me. Now, this is really powerful because I channeled this in the earlier message. If you've seen black feathers or darker feathers, that's a sign of forgiveness. And the message from the earlier reading is, there is always a chance to begin again. And that's what you're being reminded of. And for you guys to begin again, there must be forgiveness. You need to forgive them for the things that you feel they've done wrong, the things that they know they've done wrong, and the way the situation kind of unpanned, the way it panned out, the way it kind of worked out. I hope you can forgive me. And what they've really been doing is finding their way back to themselves. So they do feel relief because they've been doing this. They want you to know that they've been releasing the pressure. They've been releasing the pressure by spending time with themselves, by getting to know themselves better and having time for themselves. So this can be during separation, silence, when you're not together. They have that time to go within and heal themselves so they can get back to themselves, the person they truly are inside, not the person who wears a mask or the person who may have been, not giving back to themselves the right way or giving to you the right way. This is their true self. So they are saying, I can get back to myself. So I'm really relieved that I've had this time, but I hope you can forgive me for the way I've gone about this. This is maybe not responding to you, ignoring you, blocking you, walking away from you, not opening up to you. They are letting you know they are sorry for doing it the way they did it. They know they could have behaved differently and acted differently and told you they needed space or time or communicated things to you differently instead of just disappearing on you. But they were relieved in that moment to get back to themselves. And let that give you a relief, knowing that, because they have to get back to their true self to be the right person for you. And they feel a lot of pain and doubt in their life because everything is different without you. Everything is different. They feel different because you're that warmth and that sunlight. So when that warmth and that sunlight isn't there, they feel left out in the cold. They feel alone. And that's why this card's coming up. I don't want to be alone. I feel alone. They feel alone when they're not with you. And the thing is, it's okay to feel alone because it's how we remember that we are never alone. It's how we're able to connect with self and source. It's how we're able to get back to ourselves. Your person saying, I don't want to be alone. And everything is different without you. And I'm starting to miss you. Really miss you. Really think about you. Really wonder what you're doing. Really start questioning their own behaviour. And they're saying, I only have to think about myself during this time. But that doesn't mean I don't miss you. I know that I need to make it right. So part of them is torn because right now they only have to think about themselves. They're working out what to do. They're getting back to themselves, and that's a good thing. But the other part of them is missing you. The other part of them is afraid of being alone. Everything feels different, and they know they need to make it right. Why? Because they were wrong to disappear. They were wrong to do it the way they did it. Yes, it may have happened for soul growth purposes and healing purposes and to make you and them stronger and for them to realise all of this. But the way they did it was wrong. They could have communicated to you. That's why you learn to look beyond the surface, because they could have communicated to you instead of walking away, blocking you, ghosting you, shouting at you, however they behave, they're saying it was wrong to disappear that way. It was wrong to push you away. It was wrong to shut you out. It was wrong to not want to talk about it. It was wrong. And now they're thinking, I need to make it right. So that's also a big sign and a message for you to remember that they need to make it right. That means they need to communicate. They need to reach out. They need to apologize. And you have to allow them to do that. Because, you've already been working on you. And your person is saying to you, I need you to forgive me. I need you to forgive me. I hope you can forgive me. I need you to. So really what he's saying is he needs to forgive himself, but he really hopes you can forgive him so you can make it right. Well, remember the message coming through from the earlier reading, there is always a chance to begin again. So if you're thinking he doesn't care or he hasn't thought about this, he's thought about it a lot. He knows it was wrong to disappear and he needs to make it right. He's hoping you can forgive him. So this is another huge sign of coming forward towards you with an apology. And this is why he's in this energy. What am I going to do now? Doubting things, doubting if you're going to even be there now because of what they've done. What am I going to do now? How am I going to make this right? How am I going to apologize? Everything's different without you. Yes, I feel relieved because I can get back to myself and think of myself, but I don't want to. I want to be with you. Life doesn't feel right without you. It doesn't make sense without you. You're the light in my life. You make me feel warm and special and loved and safe. And everything without you doesn't feel like that. So it doesn't matter where they are, what they're doing, who they're with. It's not the same because nobody compares to you and there's nobody like you. And they know that. And that's why they're feeling intense feelings. My feelings are so very intense. Am I going crazy? That's what they're asking themselves. It feels so intense. They're angry at themselves, frustrated, and it feels so intense. That's why they're attracting the wasps. Because wasps are that energy of anger. So if you're actually seeing physical manifestations around you of wasps, that's a huge sign of how intense this feeling is within them. The pain, the anxiety, the stress, the anger, the frustration at what they've done. I know I need to make it right. I shouldn't have acted that way. I shouldn't have walked away. I shouldn't have ignored you, blocked you, ghosted you. I shouldn't have said the things I said and the way I said them. I shouldn't have left you on read. I shouldn't have made you feel like you're the crazy one when I'm the one that's going crazy. So what am I going to do now? So they're sitting there thinking about things, knowing they need to make it right, knowing they want to sort it out, knowing that they need to apologize because they hope that you can forgive them. And yes, they don't want to be alone, but that's not the reason why they want to reach out to you. They want to reach out to you and make it right with you because it was wrong for them to disappear. And you might think, well, they're not alone because they're with someone else or they're around other people. But you can be with someone else and be around other people and still feel isolated and alone. And they don't want to be alone. They want to be with you because you make them feel loved and safe. Everything is different. Everything is different without you. Everything is different in my life. So yes, I feel relieved because I can get back to myself right now, which is the best thing for us both. And yes, I feel relief because I only have to think about myself right now. But I am starting to miss you. And I am wondering what you're doing. And I'm curious about you. And I do want to make it right. So have faith in the love. So I'm also going to bring in a message through music because I feel they are definitely communicating with you through music. So what do they want to say to you today? 2 cards. The first one is loyalty is power. They are going to make a choice, and that choice is to be devoted to the journey. What that means is they are going to choose themselves. It's never about them choosing between you and a job or you and addiction or you and a karmic partner or anything else. It's about them needing to choose themselves. They are letting you know they are making the conscious choice to put time and effort into making this work. And it all begins with them reaching out to you and making it right. So focus on you right now. Learn to love your life. Be grateful. Feel good and the blessings will follow. This is about you shining your light. I spoke about this in the earlier reading today. This is a time to focus on joy, to step into your power, and the miracles will happen in your life and in your journey. And most of you watching are Divine Feminine. So Divine Feminine, rise up, shine that light. When you do that, you step into your Divine Feminine power and those miracles will happen. And if you're seeing bees, that's a great sign. Don't worry about the bees. The bees are miraculous. The bees are the signs of communication, the miracle coming in. It's the wasps you have to look out for, because they are showing you that your person is in anger and they are very frustrated, not at you, at themselves. So don't blame them, celebrate them. Don't blame the situation, observe it in a higher way. Don't get angry at them, forgive them. And focus on joy and blessings, and that will open all the doors, because they definitely want to make it right. I hope this helps. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon.